All right. Every single week, I have one job at this show, and that's to make the intros.
Uh-huh.
This week, I forgot to do it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. But what I do have is one of my favorite jokes for you. So a grasshopper walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, we have a drink named after you." And the grasshopper goes, "Oh yeah, you got a drink named Steve?" Brother, let's talk. Episode 5. We're back. We're
We
getting
made it.
silly today.
5. Hey, yeah. But, hey, also mentioned 5 weeks.
5 weeks.
5 weeks. Oh, a month, really. Well, more than a month.
I'm Johnny V,
I'm Jose Medina.
and you know who it is. By now, you know who we are. If you're a first-time listener, welcome and congratulations on making the first good decision in your life.
Striking gold, really.
Really. So this week, Medina, you're taking point on the topics. Medina did some research.
Yeah, this one. Or, I mean, more just things that I thought would be kind of interesting just to bring up. Nothing
that.
really crazy, but yeah.
I'm excited for it.
The first thing that I didn't know.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't want to like say it was a no. I kind of wanted to just say it, let it flow naturally. But you
Okay.
brought it up already. But I was gonna ask you, but this kind of contradicts what you just did at the beginning for the intro.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you how long do you think you can keep up with these intro bits?
Dude.
Because you heard it in the intro now. Full disclosure, John handles the intros. He has full creative directory over that. And so basically the question was going to be, I want to ask you, how long do you think you keep it up for?
Infinitely, honestly. Even this week, pretending to not be prepared.
That was planned?
That was all planned.
Oh, yeah?
The well is never empty. You can dip a bucket in there, and there's always going to be something. It might not always be good, but it's going to be something in the bucket. Was that a listener question or?
No, that was it. Well, I thought you were gonna have one. I thought you were gonna be prepared this week, and I was gonna ask you. I was like, I mean, maybe I'll just ask him this and see what he'll say.
Yeah.
But it turns out you're off to a rough start.
Yeah. 4 weeks is my limit. No.
That's what you got.
I got Hey, I got stuff in the works.
Yeah.
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 Oh man.
Hey, the improv master over here.
What do we got first on the agenda today?
Well, I mean, it's just more something I thought about that's kind of annoying. For anyone who uses Twitter or X, whatever,
I hate that.
however you want to do it, I understand. You're not a user anymore.
Yeah, I quit.
Yeah, you used to be. Quick.
I'm a
quick cold.
recovering ex addict.
But I thought this would be kind of interesting to talk about. Or there was a trend going on. I mean, you might have seen it maybe across other social medias, and it was basically it was someone put like a picture or like a video or something, and it would say, read between this letter and this letter.
Oh my god.
Have you seen this?
That's been out for a while, right? Where it's like,
I mean,
wait.
maybe.
Say the whole thing. Sorry, I interrupted you. Keep going.
Well, no. So I mean, that's literally what it is. So one day I go on Twitter. This went on for 2 days straight, and it went on and it was back to back to back. I was scrolling through my feed, and I saw nothing but like okay, I'll give you like a bare
Yeah, give
minimum
me the example.
And it was like, guess who's pretty, and I was like, let me just give you just like an example, and it would be like, read between the letters U and I on your keyboard, which is U. Oh no, no, excuse me, I fucked it up. We read between Y and I and this letter U.
Okay.
So basically, and Twitter was infested with this.
Really? I like the
it
word
was,
infested
and it infuriated me because in order to get the joke or in order to see what they're talking about, you had to click it, and open up your keyboard to see what they're talking about. I didn't do it once because that's too much work for me.
No, I feel that. And like on that same note, one thing that on TikTok that pissed me off was something similar to that, where it was like, oh, like if you know, how can I put it? It was essentially,
or like it's like those who know.
Yeah.
Or like, I mean,
the video would be purposely vague to make you do the research for it. So, but then, okay, like there would be the blue comment, the one with the search bar. It'd be like, oh, like original, like Josephine original video. You click on it, and it's like nothing but like thirst traps, and it's like, okay, like I'm not mad necessarily, but like it's like, bro, where is the source material? Like I really hated that where it was like, I don't know where that came from on TikTok, like in the culture. Where
Well, I mean,
like,
I did see a lot of that stuff on Twitter too.
yeah.
And once again, it was like a picture.
If you know, you know.
And and it was like, the Mr. Incredible meme.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
like, and it's like those who know, those who don't. And I was like,
yes.
I was like, bro, just tell me. Like,
I'll make sure to
despise it.
I'll put the Mr. Incredible meme in our Instagram post this week. By the way, follow us on Instagram, Brother Let's Talk Pod.
But that's it, Brother Let's Talk Pod.
Yeah, Brother Let's Talk Pod. Follow us on IG. We do little posts and stuff every single week.
Okay, like I said, I'll give John more credit. He does the intros and runs the social media.
It's tireless.
Mainly Instagram.
It's tireless.
It's a hard job.
No, but I really do. There are like certain internet trends like that really like they just drive me crazy. But okay,
yeah.
On the flip side of that coin, what has been like your favorite internet trend?
Oh, excuse me if you hear this chewing.
Bro got mid snack.
We got some good cookies in the studio right now.
No, yeah, this guy got a bag of lemon blueberry cookies, bro. That's really good stuff.
Anyways, so I was gonna say on TikTok, even though it's not, I wouldn't call it a trend, but it's people making like people's orders like at like restaurants or whatever,
okay,
or food trucks. So basically like my favorite ones. There's a guy called I think he's literally called the hot dog guy.
Oh, the chili dog? No, I'm thinking of the baked potato guy. Oh no.
There's a hot dog guy. There are two like kind of main channels from England.
Yeah,
like the Spud Bros and Spudman.
Spudman.
Making jacket potatoes.
The first one who the first person every single day gets the free potato.
Yeah, but the first and the last one.
Okay. Yep.
So like, I guess it's kind of like an ASMR kind of thing, in the sense of like I don't know why, like I just get like a. It's very soothing to watch like them like oh, what can I get you? And then they'd be like, let me get ketchup, mustard, cheese, or what I mean? Like he goes, gotcha.
Yeah.
And they fucking just hearing the sounds, watching the food get made.
Yeah, I love that.
It is something nice. Like so I was the hot dog guy. I watched both Spud guys, the jacket potato guys, and there's also another guy from England or wherever. His name's like JJ's Ice Cream.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, I don't know but his ice cream looks phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
But I watch a lot of those, and they those get me going.
Yeah, I do. Well, oh my god, you know what I've been kind of into recently? Mukbang.
That's a solid one.
Yeah, mukbang. And for those who don't know, who are listening and think that's like a sexual thing, it's not. It's maybe for some people.
I mean, it could be.
It could be for some people.
It's
essentially imagine I was this close to the mic, right? And I had like really, really good looking food, and I was like this close to the mic, right? And I'm right here, and then I take a bite of the food, and you can hear the.
You hear that, but you hear the.
Yeah, the bite sound. It's these people that essentially combine ASMR with eating, and the word they use is mukbang for whatever reason.
Well, I mean, it's actually a Korean word.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like the origin was like a Korean thing, but I could be 100% wrong. But I think I think it's like an Asian thing though.
I think you're right, because didn't the whole thing start with that girl? The very first mukbang video I saw was that girl eating those really weird like seafood.
The ones that look like some schlongs.
Yeah, like a sea penis or something like that. It was really weird. Those who don't like people listening who don't know like a lot of the internet culture and lore that's been around for these past 3 years are probably very like daunted by what we're saying right here. But
mukbang is a Korean word. So
mukbang is a Korean word. It's been confirmed now. Thank you to our research department. Live, always responsive. No, but I really like there are certain things. So mukbang for me is one of those weird little like niche things I watch. And then another one is root beer reviews. There's a guy on TikTok who's like, I am the root beer guy, and he almost has like the little like root beer widowy, like he's like widowy like type of guy.
Hold on. So there's different root beers?
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
Like we're saying the different brands, or we're talking like
brands.
actual.
He does like a different brand. He does ginger root beer. Like there's like so many different like ways you can brew, quote unquote, brew a root beer.
Yeah.
And he'll like take a drink and be like, and it's so funny. Like what really makes it like click for me, what's so funny to me is like he puts the bottle down. He's like, this is a 4 out of 10.
It just ends it.
And basically that's it. He just keeps it like super simple, and I really like that because like you're used to like with reviews like they do this like deep dive like this gives notes of summer blends and oaky notes that really remind me of my childhood, and it took me back to a simpler time. This guy's like boom, he slams the bottle on the table, 4 out of 10.
And that's it.
And that's it.
Video right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've seen the like the main like cologne perfume guy.
Oh, he has an accent.
Yeah,
I
I
like
think
the
so. Yeah.
accent.
I mean, yeah. Well, there's that guy, but you remember the meme that blew up? The meme that blew up of the kid that was doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh.
And he goes, oh.
This smells really good. All he would say is, "This smells really good, like really like vanilla, like really really good, like really good, really great." And he, yeah, this smells really.
And then he proceeded to like moan.
Yeah. Dude, that kid was super bizarre. There's some weird with little Jaime. There's some weird ass fools on the internet. It's just like, dude, I'll send you videos.
I probably do know him.
He's just this like little like short dude who like he swears he's hella fly, but like I'm not hating on it actually. Maybe he is kind of fly. He's popping. He's viral, so whatever.
Little Jaime.
Little Jaime. But yeah, I mean, some of these internet trends are it's just crazy.
I mean, I will say, but whenever I watch someone, I don't know if it's like the former real big fat guy in me. Like every time I watch someone eat a bunch of food, I'm like, it kind of gives me like a little bit of like satisfaction.
I was just saying that to someone the other day. I was describing mukbang, and I was like, when I'm trying to be disciplined on my diet and my the way I eat, I watch mukbang because it almost kind of scratches that itch to where it's like fuck, I bet that's hella good.
Vicariously. Is that the word? Vicariously?
Oh, yeah, vicariously. I just said bicariously. I was about to be like, well, if you're bricked up watching a dude eat, maybe. Yeah, you eat vicariously through them.
Yeah, you just watch them,
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see.
It gives that satisfaction.
It's kind of the ASMR. Speaking about eating a lot of food, I was asking, one of my coworkers, because, I'll say his name, Will, once again.
Will.
Yeah, because the Will. He was, listen, he will be a guest one day. I'll let him tell the story, but
he'll be our first guest, honestly.
Yeah, he probably will be. But Will was also like a very formerly very fat guy, and then I had asked him what like his daily not like what he ate on the daily, but like basically what like his big meal was that he would get from like a certain spot, and he was telling me that he would that he would have. Oh no, he would go to McDonald's.
Oh, here we go. I fucking love hearing people's McDonald's orders.
So here's the thing. He told me this like a week or two ago, so I can't remember it 100%. But he talked about how he would get like 5 McDoubles.
5 McDoubles.
Like two McChickens or something.
No picky?
Huh?
No pickle?
I have no idea. I don't know. I'm assuming he got everything on it.
Okay.
I don't think Will was very stingy. But basically, so the question was like, we were trying to figure out how much calories was a part of that, like how much you were eating in that time. So basically, so we got, and this is just like I had asked him what you kind of ate throughout the day, and he said that he would do like the 5 McDoubles, the 2 McChickens, or maybe it'd be like 3 McDoubles, 2 McChickens, like maybe it'd be like a little mix and match.
Like the bottom line is that he had 5 burgers, 5
something like around there. I might be completely wrong, but he would get that large Coke, large fry, and then he would this shit killed me when he told me this. He told me, he said, man, after that, later in the day, a whole hot and ready from Little Caesars.
A whole hot and ready. Bro, calling. Hey, Will, all love, bro. Calling a Little Caesars pizza a hot and ready, bro. That's fat.
Well, we get so he just said hot and ready, and he didn't say Little Caesars, but I was like, well, of course I knew what he was talking about. He told me that he's a whole hot and ready.
Well, that's what makes it so funny. Is like, bro, that's big bag, bro. To just call it a hot and ready, bro. That's big bag. That's fucking funny.
Yeah.
Bro.
So it was like and so we did the math, and then he was eating about 4 to 5K calories, which isn't, it's obviously a lot, but it's like pretty crazy. But he said that was kind of like throughout the day, and maybe something else. But obviously, it could have been way, way higher. And then we talked about my order.
Here we go.
So everyone lock in.
I'm
gonna show you some real fatback shit right here.
Yeah, let's get it. I love it. By the way, hold on before you jump into that. On episode 1, I remember I had made a joke. We were talking about breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like taking back to fatback Medina days, bro. Did that?
What?
Like when I like bring up the fact that you used to be like fat.
What
Does that bother you or
does
no?
it hit a nerve?
Yeah.
So, no, because I mean that's what I was.
Okay.
Can't-
I'll look. Plus,
can't-
like the reason I said is because like, bro, you're my voice cracked. Damn. You're swole now, so like I feel like it was.
No, I mean it's whatever. I mean like I remember you had also asked me the question. I mean before we even started doing the podcast. I think you asked me like one day like when we were playing some game or whatever, and then you had said I think it was you that you had said, do you feel any different with Bill calling you like big dog now?
Oh yeah, it was me.
Yeah. So and it's the same thing. I was like, not really, because even though I'm not as fat anymore.
You're not fat anymore.
I mean, just mean that. Anyways, it's not like I'm small. Like you know what we do is like I'm 6 foot, like 240 right now. I'm
And
not
single. Yeah, me.
No, but see, you know what I mean, dude. Like I'm not a small person. You know what I mean? It's like I get it. You know, it's not like they're calling me big dog. If they call me fat dog,
Hot dog. Let's get hot dog. Dude, imagine being nicknamed after a fucking food. Oh, speaking of, hold on, I'm gonna get too far off track. One last thing, don't forget we're going back to your McDonald's order, bro. I have a new nickname at work, bro. Do you want to guess what it is?
did you tell me?
What is it?
Unk?
Unk is one of them. People at work call me
just
Unk. It's hella funny. I have an even newer one than that, bro.
Okay. Oh, you guess it?
I'll just fucking tell you, bro. It's Snickerdoodle.
What?
People are riding around at work legitimately calling me Snickerdoodle. It's fucking hilarious.
Where'd that stem from? What did you?
I was eating a protein cookie one morning, and we have a morning meeting, and like my boss who runs it, he like looked down, and he was like, "What's that?" And I was like, "Cookie," and he was like, "What kind?" I was like, "Snickerdoodle." And then at the end of the meeting, like they pick someone to like will like lead stretches. He's like, "All right," he's like, "Go ahead, Snickerdoodle," and then boom, that was it, bro. Okay, before anything else, give me your McDonald's order, bro. Before anything else.
Yeah. So I mean, well, basically like the question wasn't like what's your McDonald's order. Is basically like what was like your fatback order from anywhere.
Okay.
So it could be literally from any location, any whatever the hell.
Can I guess your location before you say the order?
Go for it.
Taco Bell.
No.
Damn.
It is Jack in the Box.
Okay, run it down.
Now,
I'm taking my shoes off for this. Hold up.
Oh yeah, go get comfy. Now Jack in the Box. I didn't eat this every day.
Okay.
Because back in the day, I didn't really have bread like that. But here's the thing, dude. And when I think about it, like if I was, if I had money like I had now,
Okay.
dude, could you imagine that?
Oh yeah.
I probably would have ate hell. I mean, then again, I guess, yeah. Your boy was eating pretty good back then. I can't lie.
I ain't gonna lie. He ain't missing me.
But this was my my order from Jack in the Box though. I would get this maybe once every like, let's say like, couple months, maybe.
That's literally once in a blue moon.
Oh yeah.
That's the
Like the cycle.
The cycle. Yeah, a blue moon's once every 2 months. Okay. Go ahead.
So once in a blue moon, I would get to I go to Jack in the Box real late at night. Keep in mind this is at night, so it's not like I'm digesting anything. I'm just eating, going to bed.
I love it, dude. I love it. Let's do it.
But so basically, as we're going through this, we're adding up the calories because we just want to see how much it was. So hold on, give me a second. I want to just pull up the Jack in the Box menu.
Should I pull up the calculator on my phone?
Yeah. You can go do that because that'd be obviously a lot easier.
Calculator.
Just get the calculator out. But first thing I would do is I would get the number 7, I believe it is, which is the ultimate cheeseburger, bacon ultimate cheeseburger.
Okay.
The bacon ultimate cheeseburger, and then I think
How many calories? How many does it say on the menu?
I think it'll just tell me right now. Okay, so it says a large. See, I don't know how accurate it is because it gives you like a scale.
A little. I think, and that based most off of the soda. I think.
And I believe, so here's the thing. So I mean, honestly, we can probably max it out really.
Max it out.
So the large is from 1,000 to 2060. 2,060 calories.
All right, I'm gonna do 1,260.
No, so it ranges from 1,000 to 2,000.
2,060. Jesus.
So 2,060.
Okay.
Yeah, just get that because I would get large. I would get large Coke and large fry, curly or regular.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like 50-50. So I would get that.
That's your whole day right there.
Pretty much. So I'll order that. And then that's item 1.
Here we go.
Item 2 was I would get I would get 4 tacos.
Okay.
Now keep in mind they still got the deal going on right now. I think it's like 2 for $1.
Okay, but we know we're going after this.
so I would get 4 of those, and so for one serving of 2 tacos, it's 340. So times that by 2, so what? 680.
Okay, so 680.
So I would get 680, right?
Okay, you're at 2740. Dang,
That
this
was
is big
27.
back.
Now, I would also get I would get a large Oreo milkshake,
Dude, respect.
which goes for, give me a second, Oreo shake,
650 at least.
a large, 980.
980. Wow.
980.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. Now, my last item has been discontinued. I didn't even know about this.
The mini churros.
No.
Ah.
It is the bacon cheddar bacon potato wedges.
Okay.
Which, hold on, give me a second, because I have to look it up because it's not even on there.
It's not the menu anymore. I had those one time. They're like potato skins.
Pretty much, yeah.
Those are good.
And then well, let me just look at
Your boy getting
the
handy.
nutrition real quick. Hold on, I'm sorry for the dead air. John, do something real quick.
Oh yeah, here we go. Filling in dead air right now. Hey, you got a drink named Jim? I love that grasshopper joke so much. That's my favorite fucking joke.
Okay. It says one serving contains 600 calories.
600 calories. All right. So is that it?
600. So yeah. So that would be the total, and that would just be late at night.
Dude, that's crazy. That's 4,320 calories.
And I would take that home.
That's like your whole day. That's like enough for like 2 days, right?
Well, I
there.
mean, especially with my diet nowadays, yeah, that is 2 days.
That's 2 days.
Yeah, exactly.
Dang, that's crazy. Actually,
And then
bro.
and the thing is that it was funny too because you want to know a little I mean, I guess not a secret. The thing that I would do is to make it not look ass fat back.
Yeah, here we go. Dude, this is crazy.
I would so I would order everything, right? I would order bacon over cheeseburger, the tacos, and that's it. And so
Yeah.
I was like, hey, your boy wants a milkshake too. So this is how ashamed I was.
Oh, this is deep.
I would I pull up to the window, right?
Uh,
And then I have my phone out, and I would have like just a random text thread open.
dude, no, you wouldn't.
like I would have like let's say you or something. I would have like a random, and then so I'd be like, oh, hold on, can I also get? And I held the phone up like this to make it look like I was reading the text.
No.
So I pull up to the window, and I talk to the cashier, and I would say, and can you also throw in an Oreo milkshake and 2 more tacos? And then but
No, no way.
so I just in hopes that they would go, oh, okay, so someone might have texted him halfway or after the order.
No, I mean I see the intention behind it, dude. That's really, really like I'm happy. Okay, before I laugh, I'm happy you've grown from that place. I'm happy you're a better person. You feel happier. You feel obviously you're more confident. You know what I'm saying? I love all that for you. But also that's really, really funny, bro. And it reminds me of fucking that Key and Peele skit. Remember when bruh's sitting? Let me get a large pie, bacon, pepperoni, pineapple, and cheese bread.
He's like, "We like anything else?" Let me ask around the room, and he's all by himself. Keep the hands up. Keep the hands up.
Hands up. Okay.
Let's do one more pie.
I love that one.
If you have not seen it, I don't know. Shit, we should. If anyone's curious, I might just throw the link in the.
We'll throw the link in there. It's really, really fun. So it's like one of my favorites. That's giving that same energy, bro.
Yeah, no, it was 100% like that, and yeah. So then here's the thing, and then I would just take it home. I would eat it. Most of the time, I wouldn't even finish it. Like,
Okay, yeah.
like I mean, like I get really stuffed, and I was like, save it for later. An hour later, ready to go.
Nah, I feel that.
I finished the rest.
I've totally been there. I can't remember. It's like specifically my fat. Bro, I was in a relationship, bro. So like we ate a lot.
Sorry,
of food.
just hit the mic a little bit.
We ate a lot of food. You know, like that's the thing to do in a relationship is like, okay, like, y'all hook up, eat food, go to the movies, stuff like that. So I've definitely been there as far as like the eating like goes. You know what I'm saying? Like the little gluttony vibes. There was days that we ate a lot. Like, there was one time, me and my ex one time, we set out on this mission where she was like, "Oh, I love the pizza plus ranch, but I love the Wingstop wings, but I also love the Krispy Kreme lemonade."
Yeah, did a whole little mix Krispy Kreme lemonade, huh?
Yeah, the Krispy Kreme frozen lemonade. So there was a day we literally
Never had it.
ran like we went to 3 different food spots,
Yeah.
and we got the pizza plus ranch, Wingstop wings, and Krispy Kreme frozen lemonade. And
That's
like
a whole mission, bro.
we
Holy shit.
we commented them up, and it was like that was the whole day, bro. Like, we did that, and then went home and like watched movies and shit, bro. So it's like
Okay.
it's just funny, like. We all have like moments like that where you do shit like that, like the little gluttonous vibes. So
Yeah, I mean,
I get it,
But it was like, your boy was ashamed.
dude. Yeah, that's funny, bro. But hey, like I said, the reason I think we can look back on it now and laugh is because you've obviously grown from that place, bro. So really good,
Yeah.
proud of you, bro.
Yeah, we leveling up.
We leveling up, we move. What? Do you have anything else? What's next on the agenda, bro?
I mean, I did want to bring up this thing that I found pretty interesting. In the K-pop industry, I know we
Here
have a
we
lot
go.
of fans out there who love K-pop.
The
Just-
crowd goes mild. No, I'm kidding.
No, but I thought it was kind of interesting to talk about because I think it's just interesting overall. There's a new group that just debuted recently
Okay.
on the 20th,
Young
420. No,
Ah.
they just debuted literally last Monday. They're a group called Big Ocean,
Big Ocean.
comprised of 3 members.
Okay.
I'll read the names: Chanyeon,
Chanyeon,
Hyunjin,
Hyunjin.
and Jisuk.
Jisuk's a
Right.
really cool ass name.
So, but here's the thing that I find interesting: they're all deaf.
They're all deaf.
Yeah, they're all hearing impaired at least. So one was born, deaf, and 2 got hearing loss when they were children or something like that. Hopefully I'm getting that right. So they're a group that they just debuted, and then they do. And if you are skeptical of them, if you listen to them talk, they have like that deaf kind of
The deaf.
tone. I don't know.
What do you even Deftones? That's a good band. What do you even call that? Like a speech impediment, or is
What?
it like the way that deaf people speak? Would you consider that a speech impediment? I think you would.
Sure. I mean, I guess I never thought about that. But but I looked into the group, and they recently debuted with a song called "Glow,"
Glow.
and it was pretty cool because I also learned that they that the way they so whenever just singers or just artists on stage, they have in-ear pieces.
Okay.
So basically, so I actually looked it up just to double check, but basically they can hear like the metronome click, like
Oh, okay. They keep them on pace
To-
with
to-
because
to-
obviously
to-
the venue's loud.
to keep the rhythm basically.
Okay.
They can hear that. They can hear like the song cue, like the song's about to play in 3, 2, 1,
Okay.
or they can hear like someone talking to them or whoever.
Yes.
But obviously they're deaf, so they can't really hear that.
Okay.
So basically, what they use is here. I looked it up right now. Give me a second. So they use wristwatches that
Wow.
vibrate on beat,
What?
and there's also a visual metronome to keep them in sync.
What? That is so cool.
So that's how they keep with the rhythm, and they're basically on stage, and they have like there's a
What?
on the wrist. So big ups to Big Ocean.
Big ups to Big Ocean.
I mean, I just thought it was pretty cool because I was like they are like the first, like I mean I'm not gonna say, I mean I guess a person with a disability, like I don't want to say disabled boy group, but
Yeah.
but I thought it was pretty cool, because I thought of like on like a more like inspirational kind of thing, there could be someone out there who just wants to do something like that, but they think they can't do it because they're deaf.
Yeah.
what I mean?
If you're deaf and you're listening right now, you can. Oh. Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. My fault. No, because we've seen blind musicians, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, but a deaf musician, it gives the same energy as like a track star who like doesn't have legs and they have like the prosthetic legs. I love shit like that. Like I love, obviously for them it's unfortunate, right? Or like we initially like we hear things like that and like our first response is to give our pity, like, oh, that's so sad.
Oh, yeah.
And I love like when the person who has the quote unquote disability or the disability,
Yeah.
who's handicapped or incapacitated in any way, their first response is typically like, no, like I don't really want your sympathy. Like watch me go get it.
Yeah, well, watch me go on stage and sing a song.
As a deaf person, like I love stories like that. I love shit like that. Like it really just makes me feel really like especially like if I hear something like that and I'm like in a particular area of my life where I'm like eating chips off my chest with my shirt off, laying there, just getting really getting fat and sassy. That makes me like look at myself. I'm like, all right, I gotta tighten up, like stuff like that. It's just like I love hearing stuff like that.
Yeah, so I thought it was pretty cool. I thought you'd bring it up for anyone who was, I don't know. Obviously, I'm assuming everyone knows about it. Duh. Come on.
Yeah, no, I mean that's really cool. I think that's like such a and that's the good news. Like I like that too, you know, because you hear like a lot of bad news all the time. It's like, oh my god, like all it is just bad. So it's like when you hear like interesting news like that, I think that's a good find, Medina. Good, big ups.
Yeah, bitch. Shout out to Big Ocean.
Shout out to Big Ocean.
Oh, and I also found out that they use like artificial intelligence to basically help them when they record their songs.
Really?
To help in the record. I don't know how it works, but hey, you know, maybe I'm assuming, you know, they obviously need the help for some reason, you know, because I don't know how good they can hear this. Actually, no, I don't know. I don't want to assume nothing, but
yeah.
They you know, it's cool.
AI is so crazy, bro. AI is really like it's exponential and it's everywhere now.
Yeah.
It literally, I feel like just a couple years ago, I was like, oh wow, look, AI can. Google has a thing that it's teaching itself to walk. Remember the little guy with the little maze? It had a little maze program, and all of a sudden it's like now AI can help grandma get out of bed. It's like what?
It can help a podcast make their logo.
You can help a podcast make their logo if that was your thing.
we
drew that shit by hand, got it out the mud. Wow, that's crazy.
Okay, but anyways, so but like the main thing that I did want to, you know, kind of talk about. Now this is more of a, you know, we're about to get real educational, you know. What?
My favorite like meme about podcasts in general is 30 minutes of banter and then all right, let's just jump right in.
let's go into the main topic.
Let's do it. I'm ready. I'm turned up.
I mean, well, so this is like I said, once again, I don't know how funny we can make this, but I think it's more of like an interesting thing to talk about.
Yeah.
Everyone sit down. Professor Medina is in class.
Class is in session with your host, Professor Medina.
Yeah. See, that's why you're the creative director.
Let's do it.
Anyways, so I was at work listening to like a video.
Okay.
And at one point in the video, you know, it's these two gentlemen are talking to each other.
Okay.
and then one guy, he just goes on talking a bunch. And then the other guy says, hey, man, look, you're preaching to the choir. We already know about that. So then when he had said that, you know, this is one of those things where, and I thought about that. You know, obviously we hear those sayings a lot, like preach to the choir. And then it made me think, like, what does that mean?
This is good.
Like I understand like the context behind it and what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But then at that point I was like, huh. So then I decided to go for a little deep dive, you know, on like, you know, what preaching to the choir means. And I actually looked it up and it was basically like if you're a preacher at like a church or something like that, like the choir, it's kind of already following you.
Dude, that's so good.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. So you're like doing a deep dive into where some of these classic phrases come from.
Well, yeah, so kind of like that. But then I looked it up. So basically, the thing I looked up was so I knew what the word or what proverbs were.
Okay.
But there's also idioms. So there's two different ones.
Oh, idioms are the okay.
So
break it down.
From the Britannica dictionary. I'm citing my sources here.
There you go. Is that the British dictionary?
No, I don't know where the was from. So, an idiom is a phrase with a meaning that cannot be understood from the meanings of the individual words. Here are some examples. Excuse me.
Interesting.
To be fed up with.
Oh my God! So an idiom only comes from a sum, like it's the sum of the pieces, but the pieces on their own don't make sense.
Like you're not gonna know what that means. So basically, the example is to be fed up with, but that means to be tired and annoyed with something that's been happening for too long. You're fed up, you know what I mean? But it doesn't make sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because if you use it like halfway, you'd be like, I'm fed.
So
I'm up with.
Yeah. To rub someone the wrong way.
Oh my God, that's so interesting. Wow.
But that means you irritated someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Another one. To something by the skin of your teeth.
Yeah.
You barely did something.
Oh my God.
See what I mean? And so now we're going to proverbs.
Okay, as opposed to a
proverb is a short but popular saying. A short and popular saying that gives advice about how people should behave or that expresses a belief that is commonly thought to be true. Here's some examples.
Interesting.
So, don't cry over spilled milk.
Yeah.
You know, don't get upset over something that you can't change. That that can't be undone. What was it? There was another one. Stitch in time saves 9. Here's the thing, a lot of these I haven't heard before.
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
But basically, it's facing a problem right away.
Oh my. Oh wait, say that one again.
A stitch in time saves 9.
Okay, I know where that one comes from.
So I mean, I don't
So
know.
typically back then, this is a brief aside here. Also, that's really cool. But we're gonna do a little bit more diving into this. This is crazy. 9. So I know like whenever you hear like a saying like, oh, like the whole 9 or something 9.
Like the whole 9 yards.
It refers to back in those days and like those frontier days when they would make their own clothes, and they would buy fabrics, and the fabrics were typically sold in, what do you call it? Like in 9
like
yards.
Packs of 9. Oh,
9 yards.
9 yards. What does that mean?
So like you'd get 9 yards of fabric. You get a roll, and it would be 9 yards of fabric.
Like the length. Okay,
and then you would make your clothes with it. So like when you like do something big, so the phrase like oh they went the whole 9. You get me? That basically means like, so back in those days, like your Sunday best, your Sunday clothes, you would typically use the whole 9 yards of fabric to make headpiece, dress, socks, underwear, all of it matching and all of it being the whole 9 yards. So I would assume a stitch in time saves 9 probably means that if you take care of something, like if your fabric of 9 yards had a little tear in it back in those days, if you stitch it up right away, you could save it, because if you left the hole there, it might snag on something and then rip it and ruin the whole 9 yards of fabric.
Sure.
That's
maybe. I mean, the definition it gives us is facing a problem right away will take less time than facing it later on.
Boom.
So yeah, that's kind of right. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, just to sum it up, whatever said, like idioms, proverbs often have a special meaning that is different from the meaning of the individual words put together, but in a different way than idioms. The literal meaning of an idiom often doesn't make sense, and idioms can be impossible to understand unless you've learned or heard them before.
Wow.
The literal meaning of proverbs is clearer, but the intended meanings of the expressions are not the same as the literal meanings. For example, the one shown above, "Don't cry over spilled milk." So, so there's two different kinds. So then, I try to look at like origins of stuff. Now idioms are pretty cool because you can usually find the origins of them. Now the proverbs, we're talking like it goes back to like 14th century, and like it's like a long like historical religious deep dive, and I was like,
I love that about proverbs though. Like
I mean, like it's cool like how old it goes, but I was like, that's too damn much. I'm not gonna go into that because like I think there was like you could see proverbs in like ancient Egyptian, like something like that. I was like,
that's so crazy.
I was like, man, I'm not looking into that. but it does run very, very deep. Like it goes very, very far.
And that's the thing. I had mentioned briefly, I think in the last episode or 2 episodes ago, I was talking about history, and it's like we think of history as like such like like lifetimes ago, right? I mean, and technically yes, like and it was lifetime. But like we think of the people back then being so different, like oh, everyone back then was racist and dumb, blah 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 blah, right? But it's like they're really like yes, like there were people who are racist and dumb. There's people who are racist and dumb now, but like there were people like they're just like us. Like a lot of the things that they would do, like their quirks, their jokes, the ways they would spend their time, like it's us. I think that's just so interesting to me about history, like and these sayings that survive like lifetimes. Is like think about that, like what stays around for that long?
Yeah, it does last a very long time.
Fashion cycles, everything cycles.
If you guys give me a fucking second, my I had like links to like these fucking things open. We shit.
No, you're good.
It's not opening it up. The damn link. Okay, well here's a couple of them.
Here we go.
So these are idioms. So idioms they usually have like like believed origins that people like a lot.
Okay.
So turn a blind eye.
Turn a blind eye.
Which basically means to acknowledge a known truth. Now the origin is gonna be a long one. While many proposed origins of this phrase are disputed, it is commonly accepted that turning a blind eye comes from a comment made by the British Admiral Horatio Nelson.
Wow.
In 1801, he led an attack alongside Admiral Sir Hyde Parker in the Battle of Copenhagen.
What?
So Nelson was blind in one eye. Parker communicated to Nelson at one point via flags. Oh, sorry, the mic. Via flags that he needed to retreat and disengage. Nelson, however, was convinced that he could prevail if he pushed onward.
Oh my God.
Nelson then, holding a telescope in his blind eye, pretended not to see the signal, making a sly comment to a fellow officer about reserving the right to use his blind eye every now and again.
That is so fucking cool. Dude.
So it's basically, I didn't see it.
I love that, bro. Man, would you call that the etymology, or like, because no, etymology refers to like a single word. whatever it is. Let's use the word etymology. I love the etymology of these like these phrases. Like I love that.
Yeah. So another one. Oh, and also doing this research, I found out what the word lexicon means.
Break it down.
I'm pretty sure I have an idea what it is. So the lexicon, that's literally like a language.
Lexicon.
So for an example, like I was reading like a whole fucking like a whole like description, and then so like about idioms, and in the description it was like an idiom can't just be this and that, it can't be thrown into the lexicon. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? And I looked it up. So basically language. So for example, the guy that did no Diddy,
Yeah.
obviously someone could have said that somewhere. We could have said it right now in this room, but it probably won't gain traction like that. But that guy said it and blew it up, and it's in the lexicon now.
That is so cool.
So you know what I mean? Like it's in the universe. But pass me the trap phone real quick. Excuse me.
Yeah. The trap phone.
Little intermission. But yeah. So I found out what that means, and I was like, that's interesting. So basically, like it's basically like a person's language. So that's like the lexicon. It was a quick little side note.
Well, that's crazy. So like on as a brief aside on that, like it's kind of like when people believe in something, like that's like Santa Claus, right? When people believe in something, it makes it real, which is interesting because there's this other podcast I listened to was called Last Podcast on the Left. They talk about like things that are like like occult or like supernatural or like what's that word, like high strangeness, right? And there was a concept they spoke about where it was something called a tulpa. Tulpa. A tulpa and it's like there's this concept that this guy wrote, or like basically made up. I don't know.
Ain't that a city?
It could be a city. I don't know. But,
what is Tulsa?
That's it. Tulsa. Chandler.
Little joke for you, anyways.
But like
geography joke.
It spoke about how these tulpas are like it's like raw energy, right? And it's like it sits in like a gray place, like a place in between life and death. It's like, and it's a lot of concepts
like
to understand.
What's that word? Oh, I'm trying to blank here. I'm sorry. It's like it's like people call it the like the world between like heaven and hell. It's like
yeah, the in between basically.
I'll figure it out. Keep going.
Okay. But like so it's like these tulpas are raw energy that exist in that in between place, right? And when a human makes up like a story, basically like Mothman or like Bigfoot or the Skungili man, like it's when people start to believe in it and it gains, as you said, traction, these tulpas then take form, like they take that form, like us believing in something like that makes it real. Purgatory. They exist in purgatory. And so like, that's just like, I thought that was such a crazy like concept.
God, I'm sorry.
Well,
you remember when hopefully it's not that loud, but I remember we tested out to see how this microphone sounded when I banged on it. It sounded like an A-bomb going off. So hopefully this little taps aren't that loud. I apologize.
That's so funny. Oh my God. No, that's I was also trying to thought. I'm so sorry. These tulpas, right?
Yeah.
They come to life when we believe in them. So it's like anything really, like phrases and stuff like that. Like us believing in them as a whole, it like makes these things real.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
So here's another thing. Feeling under the weather.
Okay.
Obviously to feel ill.
Okay.
So I mean, it says this idiom is believed to be nautical in nature. When a sailor is feeling ill, he would go beneath the bow, which is the front part of the boat. This would hopefully protect him from the adverse conditions, and he was literally under the bad weather and could further sicken him. Therefore, a sailor who was sick could be described as under the weather.
Wow, that is so crazy.
Here's another one. Beating around the bush.
Okay, yeah, I love this.
To circle the point or to avoid the point. This common phrase is thought to have originated in response to the game hunting in Britain. Oh, game hunting.
Okay. Yeah.
While hunting birds, participants would beat bushes in order to draw out the birds. Therefore, they were beating around the bush before getting the main point of the hunt, actually capturing the birds.
Wow.
So here's another one. Spill the beans.
Okay. This one's gonna be good.
Well, this one's a bit tricky. There is no clear-cut answer. The consensus is, however, that this is most likely derived from an ancient Greek voting process, which involved beans. People would vote by placing 1 or 2 colored beans in a vase, however. White typically means yes, black or brown meaning no. This meant,
it's gotta be racist.
This meant that should someone spill the beans, the secret results of the election would be revealed before intended.
Dude, that is
spilling
so
the beans.
Sick.
So there was some of that, and then I also found another one. Well, I mean, there's a bunch that I found.
Keep going, bro. I'm loving this.
So I guess there's a term called a mad as a hatter.
Mad as a Hatter. Oh,
So the thing is,
Alice in Wonderland.
I've heard the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. Didn't know that was a phrase or an idiom beforehand, but so this stems from hat makers in the 18th hat makers through the 18th to 20th centuries use a toxic substance formerly named mercurius nitrate to turn an animal hide into felt used to make hats.
Oh my God.
And so basically, mercury is a Jesus Christ, cumulative poison. The longer and more one's exposed to it, the symptom builds and worsen. So basically, prolonged exposure can cause mood swings, loss of coordination, memory loss, paranoia, erratic behavior, and many hat makers would experience these symptoms, and then people would say mad as a hatter.
Dude, that's crazy. There was a serial killer. I want to say his name was Joseph Callinger.
Oh,
I want to say that was his name. He was a cobbler and a hat maker, and he went crazy. Like
cobbler?
A cobbler is like a shoemaker.
Oh, gotcha.
And I think they used those same chemicals, and he was great. I mean, like again, that podcast, last podcast on the left, good podcast. They talked about him. That dude, like he was crazy. He went crazy. Like he would he would do like actually like okay, like you're really really sick. Like he would have like hallucinations. Thank you so much. Pulled me out the fucking river with that one, bro. I was drowning in that word, bro. Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But so basically, so they would work around these materials, and then so much exposure fucked them up.
Crazy.
So they call I'm as mad as a hatter. I'm gonna start using that.
Yeah, bro. He's going mad as a hatter.
Another common one, which I haven't heard that much, but I know of it, like burning the midnight oil.
Oh, okay.
Have you heard of that one?
I've heard this before.
Yeah. So basically, I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory if you just think about it. So before the invention of gas-powered lamps or whatever, candles or oil lamps were used to illuminate the darkness. Poet Francis Quarles refers to the midnight oil in Emblem II of his 1635 book Emblems. So we spend our midday sweat, our midnight oil. We tire the night in thought, the day in toil.
And it rhymes.
That's some bars right there.
That's a bar.
But yeah, basically, college students might stay up burning the midnight oil or pulling an all-nighter. All the oil lamps were superseded by kerosene lamps in the 19th century, and electricity about 20th century. The expression remains, still in use. So that comes from literally just in the past, people, using oil lamps to,
keep working.
Yeah, to keep working, burning the oil. Breaking the ice.
Wait. Before we get past that one,
yeah.
Read that poem again real quick.
We spend our midday sweat, our midnight oil. We tire the night in thought, the day in toil.
That's really good. I sometimes write stuff too, like little raps and stuff like that. And I wrote a bar the other day that I really wanted to share.
You gonna say it right now?
I'm gonna say it right now. Okay, here we go.
I'll give you the floor.
Let me. Okay. Got a bad bitch in Paris. Big titties, big booty. Rats think they cooking in the kitchen. Homie, this ain't Ratatouille. Thank you so much.
That's a bar right there.
Is that actually a bar, bro?
Oh, what was it? We in Paris or what?
Got a bad bitch in Paris. Big titties, big booty. Rats claim they cooking in the kitchen. Homie, this ain't Ratatouille.
Rats? Oh yeah. No, man, that's some good wordplay. But who are the rats?
Like people like snitches who are on the street, like claiming that they like put in work and like serve bricks and stuff like that.
Do you do this?
No, my ambition, if anyone listening is curious, my ambition is to be a ghostwriter. I obviously could never, no one would ever believe me that I do anything gangster or like anything hood related or hood adjacent. I grew up hood adjacent. I was not in the hood. I was hood adjacent. But
right next to it.
Yeah, my shit was chill. But anyways, keep going. So break the ice.
Breaking the ice or an icebreaker, a still relevant centuries old idiom, break the ice or icebreaker, refers originally to the physical breakage of the frozen surface of a body of water to allow a boat's passage. It quickly became a resonating figurative expression. These are some big words right here.
Yeah.
Seemingly ready-made for its idiomatic use. The phrase has become the favorite of authors and playwrights used in the 16th century up to the present. Nowadays icebreakers are a form of personal question or group activity, are used in the start, of a class or, but basically,
to break the ice.
Church, breaking the ice, getting the conversation going. It was pretty cool. And then this one I found pretty interesting. Surfing the net, or, a net surfer. Even though I never thought of that as like an idiom, but
Yeah. I guess.
but this actually starts from a librarian created it, the 90s slang, surfing the net, and then Jean Armour Pauley was one of the first librarians to prioritize free internet access in a public library setting. An assistant librarian in 1981. Oh wait, that's it. Yeah, Pauley advocated for the Liverpool Public Library of Liverpool. That's
weird.
Anyways, in New York, to make computer internet access available to the library's patrons. But she got a lot of backlash actually, and then because traditional librarians saw it as like a threat to books.
Oh wow.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but she kept pushing for it, saying it could be a useful tool for resources and shit. Nowadays, think about it, everyone uses the internet for everything.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So yeah, that was one. Here, I was like, I got them all.
I'm loving this. But hold on, before we get to that next one, speaking about library internet, remember the video of that guy? He's in the library and he's watching like World Star Torque comps,
and he's recording with his phone.
He's recording the screen with his phone.
Yeah. And then
we got to put the link for that one too in this.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully you find it. But yeah, it's just hilarious because he's recording it in the middle of the library.
Middle of a library. I think it might have been something a little bit more not safe for work than a World Star Torque.
This guy was just watching girls shake ass on the computer. He was recording with his phone, just keep it. Just say, can you blame him?
Can you blame him?
Come on, he.
It's not like he was rubbing it out. Like he's obviously gonna go do it later.
Yeah. He's being a civil person. He wasn't. He was a, what was the word? Minding his own business, really.
Yeah, you're a weirdo for recording him. The person who recorded him is kind of a weirdo.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you. So obviously, there's obviously a bunch of them, but the one that I did want to read just real quick to kind of name off like a last one. To steal someone's thunder.
Okay, this one's got to be new. This has to be from the 80s.
In the early 1700s.
Wow.
So English dramatist John Dennis invented a device that imitated the sound of thunder for a play that he was working on. The play flopped. It's word for word. The play didn't work out pretty good. But soon after, Dennis noted that another play in the same theater was using his thunder device. And he angrily exclaimed, "That is my thunder. By God, the villains will play my thunder, but not my play." And the story got around, and it was born like that.
Stole his thunder.
Stole his thunder.
That is so crazy.
Stole his thunder. Now, so John, I've created a little mini game for you.
Here we go.
So here we go. We're gonna be doing we're gonna do it like Jeopardy style.
This is the best episode ever. Goddamn.
So we're gonna do it Jeopardy style. I'm gonna read you the meaning of like the idiom or the proverb, and you're gonna give me the proverb or the idiom.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you like you don't have to give me like what is this. I know we don't give a shit about that, but literally I'm gonna give you the definition, and you're gonna tell me what the saying is.
Are these based off of the ones you just read me, or are these
so some of them are mixed in there? You know what I mean? It could be one. Who knows? You might get it wrong. Who knows? Now, so I have an odd number. I have 22 in the bank right here.
Let's do it.
So we'll see if you get them all, and we'll see how quick you get them done. Quick. Anyways, so the first one. The meaning is what you do is more important than what you say.
Actions speak louder than words.
That is correct, John. You 1 point for John.
1 for 1.
Here we go. You must begin something if you hope to finish it.
You must begin something.
Something that takes a long time begins with. I don't want to say too much because it kind of give it away.
Okay. 1,000-mile journey starts with 1 step.
Yes, I'll get. As long as you're close to it, sure. It's a journey of 1,000 miles begins in 1 step.
2 for 2.
2 for 2 here. Let's move on. I'm trying to check mark it.
Dude,
outer.
That's crazy.
Anyways, if something takes a long time to do, it doesn't help you that you constantly check on it.
A watch pot never boils.
There you go. 3 for 3, everyone. John is on a roll right now.
I'm sick at. Hey, this is legit. We didn't practice this or nothing before, so.
Yeah, no, this is all on the spot. Here we go. So, like I said, some of these are gonna be pretty easy. Hopefully.
Yeah.
So, what is beautiful is different for each person.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
To be honest, 4 for 4 going on here. Here we go. People who are similar spend time together.
Birds of the same feather flock together.
Yes, there you go. Well, yes. John is, what is that, 5 for 5?
5 for 5, bro.
5 for 5.
Am I a closet intellect?
I don't know.
Dude, what?
Okay, here we go. Don't expect a positive result before you actually see it.
Don't expect a positive result before you actually see it. Oh, wow. This one I might draw a blank on. Don't expect a positive result before you see it. This one I might be drawing a blank on.
Okay. Do you do you want to just skip it, or you want to, or are we gonna allow skips, or you want to just see you got it wrong, or you want to see it?
Let's let me take the L on this one. Go ahead.
Okay, so this one is don't count your chickens before they hatch.
I was gonna say don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Okay. On to the next one. So what are you 6 for 7? Or
6 for 7, yeah.
Okay. Don't judge someone by their appearance.
Never judge a book by its cover.
Don't. Yeah, there you go. Here we go. People who are brave and people who take risks are more successful than people who are doing things safe.
People who are, say it one more time.
People. I was kind of what's the word? I was kind of going over it pretty quick. So
Okay.
I was leaving it somewhere. Okay, I'll read it out. People who are brave and who take risks are more successful than people who are doing things safely all the time.
Scared money don't make money.
No, that's funny. I mean, that kind of doesn't make sense. Do I get that to you? Nah. I mean, do you want me to read it to you?
Yeah.
Fortune favors the bold.
Fortune favors the bold. Scared money don't make money. No, I think I'm 6 for 8 now, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Well, it's 1, 2, 3. This is how professional we're on the show.
For real.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay,
so the fortune favors that was number 9.
That was number 9. So I think I'm 7 for 9.
So 7 for
I
9.
missed
Okay,
2.
so question 10. It is always better to tell the truth than it is to lie.
As always, the truth shall set you free.
No. Do you only want one guess? Or
Give me another guess on this one. Say it again.
I'll give you. So it is always better to tell the truth.
It's
let me
always
just
better
say
to
it.
tell the truth.
Real simple one, honestly. Like,
To thy own self be true.
no.
Okay, what is it?
Honesty is the best policy.
I forgot about that one. Okay,
I mean,
so I'm 7 for 10.
Pretty simple one. Here we go. In any situation, be optimistic about the result, but always be ready for the worst outcome.
Oh, hope for the best, expect the worst.
I'll say prepare
yeah.
for the worst. But I was doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
now
8 for 11.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. We're gonna see. Here we go. If something is already working well, don't try to change it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's 9 for 12. Okay.
People who wake up early or to get places early have a better chance of success.
Early bird gets the worm.
Early gets the worm.
10 for 13.
The person who complains in a situation is more likely to get something.
Closed mouth, don't
Nope.
give. Oh, wait. Say it again one more time.
The thing is, read that because so the person who complains the most will more likely get something, or is more likely to get something. It's kind of a tough one.
Oh my God, how's it go? The squeaky hinge. Oh my God. The squeaky hinge gets the oil.
Yeah, close. Yeah, so it's the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Squeaky wheel gets the
We'll
grease.
take it. We'll take it.
Okay, that's 11 for 14. Okay.
So, trying to get revenge on someone who was hurt. Or what? So I'm stupid here.
Yeah.
Trying to get revenge on someone who hurt you will only make things worse.
When on a path for revenge, dig
No.
2 graves. Say it one more time.
Trying to get revenge on someone who has hurt you will only make things worse.
Oh man.
And keep in mind, like these are meanings that someone just typed up. So
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could be a little.
Okay, go ahead. What is it?
2 wrongs don't make a right.
Oh, 2 wrongs to make it right. Okay. What's that put us at?
I don't know.
Fuck, I lost it. I missed 4 basically though.
I shouldn't make you track. But anyways,
No, I missed 4.
yeah, we'll go back and tally. Anyways, so next one, when you're in a new place or situation, try to act like the majority of people in that place or situation.
Oh, wow,
It's a
wow,
saying.
wow.
It's pretty famous, but usually I will say this: the saying is always like cut short,
Oh, wow.
like for the most part.
Stay in your lane?
No.
What is it?
I'll give you no chance. You're
Okay. When you're say it again one more time.
when you're in a new place or situation, you try to act like the majority of people in that place or situation. Like I said, people use it a lot, but
They shorten it.
yeah, it's
I give up. What's that one?
it's when in Rome, do as Romans do.
No.
But when people say, when in Rome,
When in Rome. Okay, all right. I missed 5 now. I missed 5.
so okay. I mean, as long as you keep how much you lost, or
Then we could just do out of 22. Yeah.
Okay. When a situation becomes difficult, strong people don't give up. They work harder.
What does it kill you makes you stronger?
No.
When a situation gets difficult, Strong people don't give up. They work harder.
Yeah.
Damn, what is that one?
When the going gets tough,
the tough get going. It's those southern ones. Okay, all right. I missed 6.
Okay, next one. So, time is needed to do great or important things.
Patience is a virtue.
No. Okay, I'll give you another chance. Think about it. Well, I mean, I guess it's close to it.
Say it again.
Time is needed to do something great or important things.
Time is needed.
It is a little more vague, but I mean, you're kind of close to it though. Like you're somewhat on it.
Patience is a virtue. Good things come to those who wait.
That's a pretty good one too. Shit. Yeah, I mean, I guess there could be multiple answers for this.
Okay, what is it?
I mean, I'll let you decide if you think you get this. So, it's Rome wasn't built in a day.
Rome? Nah, I don't get that one because that's pretty specific.
Does that make sense? Like,
yeah, that's good. So I missed 7. All right, damn, I'm getting smoked at the end here.
Achieve 2 results by doing one thing.
Kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
There you go.
Jesus, I broke the streak.
To be very careful with your words or actions.
To be very careful with your think before you act.
Oh.
No, that's too.
To be very careful.
To be very
with your actions and words.
Oh man! All right, what is it?
Walking on eggshells.
Oh man, it's the chicken ones and the southern ones that be getting me.
Okay, well, we're on question 21 right now.
21.
Feeling ill or getting a cold?
Under the weather.
There you go.
Thank God.
Okay. The more you do something, the better you become at it.
Practice makes perfect.
There you go, John. Here we go. That is the end of Medina's mini game. You got how many did you get wrong?
I think I missed 8, so definitely failing a score. I had 12 of 14 of 22.
That's why calculators are a thing. You got 14 right, John.
Damn.
And that is the end of Medina's mini game.
Dude, that was so cool, bro. That was really, really cool.
So I mean that's pretty much just something I wanted to, little Professor Medina in class in session kind of thing.
Dude, that was so dope. Medina, hey, bro, hats off. This episode was I don't know if we're gonna wrap up here. This episode was fucking awesome, dog. I loved all that, bro. The idioms, the proverbs, bro, the research you did, that was really good. Anyone listening, stop right now what you're doing, wherever you're at. If you're driving, take your hands off the wheel. Give Medina a round of applause. That was really good, bro.
Audience at home, let us know your score.
Yeah, if you played along.
I don't know how you could tell us your score, but hopefully you played along with us.
And I should have answered a little bit slower so they could play along, because some of them I was like snap call, but so I'm sure I know if my mom's listening, I know she was yelling some of them at her speaker.
Yeah.
So big ups to you, Mom. See if you beat 14. I don't know if you did. We'll see what's up. Wow, that was crazy, dude. That was so sick. And you know what? Now next week, bro, I'm gonna bring you a mini game, bro. I'm gonna bring some trivia next week. That was really, really cool. I like that. Yeah, this might be the birth of something crazy here.
We're just a trivia podcast now.
Now we're just changing to a trivia podcast. But brother, let's trivia.
We found our niche, our
niche,
niche,
for real. Niche. I say niche.
I say niche because it sounds nice.
Well, actually, okay. If I say, I found my niche, I say niche. If it's like, that's very niche, I say niche.
What up, my niche?
No, that's funny. If you're like. Do I want to say black enough? I don't know. Hey, welcome back. Sorry, we had a little bit of a misspeaking moment after saying "what up, my niche."
Anyways, so something else we can kind of comment on. Probably our favorite YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
I would say, I mean, obviously not nowadays, but definitely number one for a long time. Our Funhouse. Funhouse. For those who, obviously, I'm assuming a lot of you won't know, they are a gaming comedy channel, but less about the gaming, more about just the improv videos, or just they're really fucking funny people.
Very much akin to, if you're a little bit if you're familiar with Mystery Science Theater 3000, it's like an old show.
Yeah.
It's basically that's the concept of the show. You watch something dumb, or you play a dumb game, and the entertainment comes from the cast making comments about it and making jokes about it. And that's that's what Funhouse essentially was.
Yeah, for Funhouse, they today was their as this recording on April 26th, they uploaded their last video today. It was a 40-minute documentary. We haven't even finished watching it, but kind of want to just comment on it because that channel was a staple in my I would say my comedy style.
Oh yeah.
Like they definitely like they were like, what's the word? Like they molded the way, you know, like I make jokes and shit like that. They
And the
molded
things that you find funny.
pretty much, yeah. Like they were a huge part in that. And man, I love them so fucking much.
Yeah.
But you know, they and it's not like they even wanted to cancel it. They just got
The
shut
parent
down.
company shut down.
Yeah, the
Rooster
company
Teeth.
Rooster Teeth that owned them, what's owned by Warner Brothers, I believe.
Oh really?
Yeah, I think it was Warner Brothers.
Oh
You
yeah,
know,
they
just-
did get that Warner Brothers deal.
Just a very big company. Sorry, bourbon. I'm assuming they just saw, you know, revenue wasn't hitting as well as they thought it would be, or
It's brass
not
tacks.
anymore. So yeah, and then they decided to.
It's business. Hey, it's
It's
alright. It's just business.
It's business. So yeah, so they shut down Rooster Teeth, and Rooster Teeth shuts down Funhouse, and Funhouse, yeah, it was just
Shuts down us.
yeah, it was tough. We get like even what were you gonna say? Something?
The show's done.
Yeah, episode 5, the finale. But yeah, no, but big shout out to Funhouse. They was like, bro, I'm telling you, like I was at work today, and I saw a notification pop up saying, you know, the final this, the final that. I got so emotional. Like I damn near shed a tear, like because like, you know, that show, the channel overall has like done so much. Like, you know, I mean, I pretty much said it before. Broken record right now, just saying the same shit. I love Funhouse, man. Yeah,
No, and it was formative in our friendship too. I mean, like there are like there's like certain pieces of media that we like really bonded over and like
yeah.
watched over and over again. Like
Yeah.
Medina's watching style when it comes to TV shows and stuff like that is similar to mine, where it's like if I find something I like, I put it in this little special duffel bag in my mind, and whenever I'm feeling a type of way or like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna break out this little TV show. I'm gonna, you know, puff, you know, get the dust off of it and then replay it again. It's Jersey Shore, Breaking Bad, Funhouse. I mean, for me, it's Video Game Donkey. Like I love Donkey on YouTube.
Yeah.
And Funhouse was something that we kind of shared in common with, you know, I remember like it'd be like Friday after school, hop on my longboard, skate down to Medina's house because we lived, you know, like a block away, like a city block away. Skate down to Medina's house, you know, bust in. He had like a little like back door in his room, kick the door open, bam, what's good? Funhouse is on. I'm like, all right, bro, Funhouse, put that shit in the background. We're gonna hop on like some Black Ops 2 or some
video game
Minecraft
or
or something,
something like
yeah,
that,
like
yeah.
whatever. And so it was really the soundtrack to our formative years of our friendship. So for me, it's like, that I definitely was like, damn, that sucks because
Yeah, no, it's trash. It was so sad. It's hard seeing shit that you like just come to an end like that. You know what I mean?
life constantly changing and rearranging, man. It's like,
yeah, shit was trash.
what are you gonna do?
It's the sad portion of the podcast. Let's talk about our.
Nah, for real. Here, let me get my therapist monocle and pipe out. Dude, I would only go to a therapist who looked like that too, like that classic flannel look, like
Oh,
almost
yeah?
like a detective. Yeah, unlocking the complexities of my mind.
Have you ever thought about actually doing therapy?
No, I'm a male. Men do
Oh,
everything
yeah?
but go to therapy.
That's gay.
I have a tattoo of a dog on my chest now, bro. I'll do anything but go to therapy. And I got that shit post breakup, bro. So I just let you know where my my mind states at. I'll get my fucking.
No, yeah.
I ain't gonna say it, but I'll do anything but go to therapy. But I probably should. But I
I
probably
mean, who
should.
knows? You know, I mean, everyone needs a little someone to talk to about certain things.
It would be nice if we got sponsored by BetterHelp.
Yeah, we'll see you in the future one day. Watch them bring up, like, let's say, you know, in the future, you know, we're doing good, and they bring up this audio portion.
Yeah. And you'd be like, this is.
Therapy stupid.
They're gonna be like, we were gonna sponsor you guys, but you like both y'all just kind of shit on us. So.
Yeah.
What do you actually? You didn't. What do you think? Therapy? Yes or no?
I mean, I think it is nice to. I mean, yeah, you know, you just got to just talk to someone. You know what I mean? Even if it's not like, I mean, I guess, are we talking like just going to a therapist or just like the thought of therapy, like just confiding in someone like that?
I think actually going to therapy because I think for it to be therapy, it has to be like
Like
a
actually,
stranger.
like what's the word? Licensed, like licensed by a professional with a school and shit like that. Or like
yeah.
the studying of psychology. Yeah, fuck. I mean, dude, charging out the ass. Though, I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
Really?
well, I'm not saying all of them. I'm sure there's affordable places, but like, you know, like people be $50 an hour just to hear you talk. I'm like, man,
I'm good out there.
that's trash. That's trash. I mean,
Hey, the cheaper you go, the more the therapist is like less like empathetic towards your situation.
yeah.
So like,
Click the pen. That's tough, man.
yeah, for real. Hey, you know, you just thug it out, bro. You be all right.
You'd be good.
It's like 150 an
Tough,
hour.
ain't you?
It's like 150 an hour. It's like some lady. She's like really nice. She's like you're laying on her chest and she's like petting your head. Oh, tell me more. 25 an hour. Bro like walks in finishing his hot and ready, his last slice of hot and ready. He says that he's like, man, that shit ain't too bad, bro. You be all right.
No, I would say, that was definitely like a what's the word, like a big factor in in my life that I didn't do. But back in the day, in my very sadder states, I guess. Like not talking to anyone about anything. Kind of just, it was kind of weird. I kind of talked to myself, even though that sounds like psychotic.
I do that all the time.
I mean, like you just kind of just, I don't know. You just kind of legit a conversation with yourself.
You guys obviously can't see it. Audio medium. As Medina said, talk to himself, and he said, and he was, you kind of put your hands as if you're about to drive a car. Did you do it when you were in the car?
Did I do that? Oh,
you kind of put your hands up as if you're about to start miming driving a car.
It happens everywhere, honestly. Yeah. I mean, like in the shower, in the room. I don't know. I'm just like, like damn, yeah, that sucked. It's weird, like I'll play things out in my head a lot. Yeah, and I'll kind of just vent to myself. But I don't think that's really helping.
No, it does.
I did a lot back in the day. I will say.
I do that in the car all the time, right? Because obviously, like, just went through a breakup, and and obviously have gone through stuff the last 7 years, my adult years of my life. I think I had a pretty good childhood, but in the adult years, I make poor decisions. Anyways, and whenever I'd go through something, I would do that. I would be in the car and I would like talk to myself like really like out loud. I would very much.
No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I would be like out loud and be like, oh, like, man, that really like, yeah, exactly, like that sucked. Or I'd be like, man, I should have said this. Or, blah, blah, blah. And like I would be talking out loud to myself, and my hope was that like if people saw me in like the next car at the red light, they would think I was on the phone, because like that's how like adamant, or like not adamant. That's how like vivacious I was when I spoke to myself. You know what I'm saying? So where was I going with this? Oh my God, I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh, and what I tell myself is always like, hey, you talk to yourself. Sometimes you gotta talk to the realest motherfucker in the room.
Talking to you.
That's what I'm talking to myself. Sometimes I gotta talk to the realest motherfucker I know, bruh.
See, and I think that's like something interesting to think about. Like, you think that you're the only person that does something, but a lot of people do the exact same shit, like just as you.
Sometimes that pisses me off though.
Yeah.
Let me have like one original experience in my life.
Yeah, no, but everyone has gone through the exact same thing.
Yeah.
That's like simulation type shit. It is pretty crazy.
And that's the thing. Like, we think we're so different. Like, as a populace, like, we like to think like, oh, everyone sitting at this red light is so different than me. And I'm going through something that no one else is going through. But it's like we've all gone. Like, we all go through it. You know what I'm saying? Like the human struggle is so uniform sometimes. Like, obviously we have different tweaks and different little variations, but it's like we all go through these formative teenage years, these even more formative like early 20s, and for you and me, we haven't even discovered yet, but our 30s might be entirely different. To where it's like, okay, I seem to my understanding of the 30s seems to be like, okay, this is when you start steering the ship right. Like, this is when you kind of
seeing the plan ahead, or is it start seeing the settle down plan?
whatever you think you're missing right now in your 20s.
Yeah.
It seems to be that in your 30s you find it, if you allow that to be the case.
Okay.
So, and then the 40s is too far out for me to even forecast.
Yeah. So it's a long ways away.
Yeah, long ways.
At the moment. But like I thought it was pretty interesting because another thing that I was thinking about was obviously with this we should do a counter for how many times I bring up the weight loss every episode.
But I mean, it's definitely like it's formative. It's pivotal in your life.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would say so. Along with with the weight loss, one of our friends, Santos.
Big up Santos.
That man keeps irking me. Or I don't know what the hell. He keeps telling me to take my shirt off. Send him a picture.
He's just starving.
But no, basically, and obviously that's also just something else I need to conquer one day, the shirt off kind of thing. But I remember one day we were just, hanging out, playing a game, or in Discord just talking, and then and Santos had said, bro, take your shirt off right now, show me. And I'm like, no. I'm like, no. He goes, why not? He's, telling me like, dude, just fucking go for it. And then another friend, Chris, is in there at the time, and then Chris said something. Well, I told Santos that it's a years of like, bro, just covering up. I can't just snap and just be like, okay, right here, look at me in my shirt off. It's weird. But then to correlate with the whole like we're all the same. Not to say his story, but Santos had talked about in the past, and he was really skinny, and he wouldn't take his shirt off at that time because he was more like, I don't know, just like kind of embarrassed, or not embarrassed. You know what I mean? It was like a opposite end of the spectrum. Like, I thought it was like fat people that were like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I thought only big people had the problem, like, you know, coming up a little bit. But I didn't. When he told me that shit, I was like, oh shit! Like I never thought about that. That people who are really skinny might have the issue too, like where they don't want to take their shirt off.
Damn.
And I was like, oh, I was like, huh? And that made me think. I was like, damn, like maybe I'm selfish as fuck right now.
That's crazy.
Because I mean, honestly, like, you know, I mean, I guess I don't know. I guess I never thought about that because I mean, would you judge an anorexic person if you saw him with it?
For me, I do my best not to. Obviously, you have your judgments in your heads, but
Yeah.
I feel like I'm quick to be like, like I'm judging, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of my like, what's the word? Like opposite of a flaw. Like one of the things that my personality that I like about myself is that I'll catch myself judging somebody. So for me personally, I wouldn't judge someone who was fat or skinny.
Yeah.
Maybe I might have that quick like, you notice whenever someone's like on the extreme, you know,
And or whatever.
and be it like exactly the
Yeah.
physicality is extreme in any way.
Yeah.
Like, how does one achieve that build? You obviously notice it, but for me, I'm like whatever. Like, you know, like Shawty Bay, and there's the other girl who was like really big and like wears like really like
we call them spherically gifted.
there's another there's another spherically gifted girl who she's really famous on the internet, and she wears like really like skimpy clothes, and like even that, like the comment sections would be really mean. Obviously people are being like, bro, like how does one achieve that build, but like you shouldn't be dressing like that.
Yeah.
For me, I'm just kind of like, you know, like I just feel like life's so short, and if you know what I'm saying, you just do what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, but here's I think my issue with people who are on either end of the you know the spectrum as far as physicality goes,
Yeah.
is when you try to like stand on a soapbox about it and be like, oh, like my struggle, like this is like what it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Yeah.
even when you were like at your biggest, bro,
Yeah.
you weren't walking around making anybody else's problem, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, yeah.
you knew like, okay, like I am big because of, you know, whatever it is, like you knew what the root cause is, only you knew that because
Yeah.
it was your struggle. I think when you take like your eating disorder or your this and then you make it everyone else's problem around you, that's when it's kind of like it's hard to. I think people like people who are like that face the most backlash when they do so, because people understand like, bro, like come on man, like that's like your personal decisions are yours to make, but when you start to be like, oh, we need to make a movement about this, like, oh, fat people need better access, roller coasters need to be bigger, airplane seats need to be bigger. Yeah. It's like, man, that's when you get backlash, and people are like, all right, maybe you should just like enter a little bit of a calorie deficit.
Yeah, no. See, and here's the thing. So that's something I was always like conscious of. You know, in a sense of like, and this is the way I always kind of am. Like, I'm not gonna make my problem your problem. like you know what I mean? Like for an example, I was victim to not fitting on a ride at at Six Flags. I mean, well, I did fit, but it was one of those things where I actually held up the ride a little bit because I had to buckle my shit up.
Okay.
And it was one of those things, you know, like I had to walk over. He was like, couldn't really. He goes, all right, ready, 1, 2, and I had to suck it in, click the seatbelt.
Okay.
And now, listen, if you know, you know, but that shit is so demoralizing.
It's like it's a sobering moment.
Yeah, no, it's a big, like, you know, like, I mean, even though I'm gonna say turning point, but you know, I didn't change the way after. But yeah, but that was like a big thing for me, and I actually, I think that was the last time I gone to Six Flags, and I actually made a vow to myself to not go back there until I drop weight, and that was about.
Interesting.
No, yeah, I legit, I told myself, I think I even told maybe my sister at the time. I honestly remember. I think it was just a vow to myself. I literally told myself, I'm not coming back to this park unless I drop weight. Because it was the same thing with every ride. Like, I could barely, I mean, well, like, I fit, but it was, like, real close. But then that one time when I needed help, that was a tough one right there.
Damn.
But yeah, but see, now Disneyland, they are big people friendly for the most part.
Big ups Disney.
So that's what Disneyland was fun, you know? Like, they were more, what's the word?
Accommodating.
Accommodating, there you go. Like, towards, you know, the bigger people.
Damn.
So that's how it was for me, at least. And yeah, but you know, I'm not gonna be like, man, this place they hate they hate fat people. They need to make this. And I will say at one point, even back in high school, I did talk about like maybe I should be the one to make like a fat people park.
Interesting.
Like reinforced steel, all that shit, but like seats big as fuck.
Well, that's funny. Like I see that's kind of different. So it's like that's less of like a a social movement and more of like a capitalistic venture where you see like there's a niche, and there's a niche market to get after. We've said niche hella times too this episode. There's a niche market to get after.
Yeah.
That's different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that guy who has the Heart Attack Grill or the Heart Attack diner. If you haven't heard of this, look it up. The Heart Attack. I think it's Heart Attack Grill.
Heart Attack Grill. I mean, two people have died
in the restaurant while eating.
It's fucking crazy.
And the thing is, if you weigh more than
350 pounds,
if you weigh more than 350 pounds, you eat for free.
It's free
every day, all the time, whenever you want.
Because at that point, bro, like, but then again, I mean, is he losing money?
It's less about the money for that. His is in a way a social. I totally contradicted myself here, but his in a way is kind of a social commentary where it's like, look, like we're literally quite telling you like this food will kill you, and yet you still come and he'll double down, because the guy who owns it is a really, really healthy doctor. He has like a nutritionalist. I think that's how you say it.
I don't know much about him.
He's like a healthy guy, really like old, like really fit, really like in shape, like good, you know, good career, good money, like good lifestyle. Yeah. He made this thing because he's basically like, look, like you guys are killing yourselves, and you know you are, but and here, just because you want to, here's a place you could do it on my dime, basically.
Because it's a crazy snowball effect. Like we're at 350. Here's the thing, I could like my peak weight was around 380. I could have very easily went there and just like free food.
Yeah,
and I mean that's crazy because I mean like that's literally like a gateway to like just endless fucking food, and that sounds amazing to anybody.
I'll take that right now.
Like 100%. Like I would too. But I mean, damn, that's fucking crazy. Like they just go in there, free food, get even more big, and then keep it going, and then dead. You know, at some point, you know, obviously, just I don't know. It's crazy.
It's one like in a way like. It's almost like there's like a mental part. Obviously, there's a mental factor to it, because it's like once you snowball, no pun intended, once you snowball, it's hard to stop. And another one for me that like is super crazy, like a mental disorder for me that like is like so jarring to me and like so like wow, it is hoarding.
Oh yeah.
Hoarding is the one that gets me, where it's like oh god, like
what is your? I mean, obviously it's not healthy like the shit they do, but like what is like your take or just keep going, I guess.
For me, I don't know, it's just like grody.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gross. Now have you seen like the organized hoarders though?
No.
Like I mean I'm pretty sure I saw it one time, like on like an episode of Hoarders.
Oh,
like
their favorite trash they put in like all in a pile, right?
No.
Okay, keep going.
I mean, I don't think so. I mean, well, like it's like everything's organized, but it's like all, but it's like not trash or anything. I think like it smells fine in there, but it's just they got so much shit. Like just boxes of a bunch of random stuff, but it's like it's all organized though. Like dude, but there's just so crazy. Much, you know, like it's. God, I forgot what it was, but like it's not like there's you know bunch of trash, you know, shit everywhere, old food. Like it's actually clean, but there's just so much of it in the house.
Can you even call that hoarding? I guess in a way.
Like they're hoarding some stuff, you know.
I say collecting. I don't know, because if it's organized and it's like has a chronological sort of thing to it.
I don't think the person knew where everything was, but like, you know, or maybe I'm just completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure I remember like an episode where like, you know, they could easily walk through paths and stuff like that, but it was very tough to get through. But like everything was like topped up to the ceiling.
Top dip.
You know, you know, but yeah, but they were clean hoarders. But I mean, on the topic of hoarders, we have been into. I mean, the trailer.
Oh, dude,
we have experienced a hoarder house first. Was it firsthand? Firsthand. We've been in a hoarder's house.
Yeah, we both. Yep.
That shit is crazy.
Crazy. Remember? Dude, didn't he have like dead animals?
He had
dead cat.
Holy shit, that was crazy. So I mean, this person he hoarded on the inside and the outside, because maybe back in like the old trailer park that you had like a storage kind of little little box, you know, to put stuff in. And that shit was topped out, and there was just nothing but just like a pile of trash. Which honestly, I don't know how the owners of the trailer park let that shit fly. Like I thought they would have done something. Now it's not like it smelled bad. Like it's not the neighborhood stunk or anything like that. It was just I don't know. It was bad. But then I remember one day, skipping a lot of details, but we were cleaning it up, and there was a dead cat in that pile.
Yeah.
But it was crazy too, because the cat was like skinned and boned,
super flat.
So all you saw was like, you see the dead cat's head, a spine, like it looked like a legit like a Halloween ornament, like the spine of the cat, and like it's like hind legs,
Yep.
and that's it, and just the fur. And I was the one that had to pick it up and throw it. That shit was gave me the chills when I had to pick it up.
And then later on, I dug it out of the trash. I folded it and made it into a wallet, and I got it right now in my pocket, kitty wallet. No,
Imagine
that'd be a really cool experience for like a museum, like walking through a
hoarding
hoarder's
experience?
house. Like a hoarding experience would be. Oh my god! Or like imagine like That's interesting.
We're cooking up here.
We're actually cooking. I don't know if I want to say this on air. This is a really good idea. Imagine a museum where you walk through different mental disorders. Like it's like a virtual experience, not virtual, but like an experience where you would walk through each different mental disorder. Like you could walk through the depression room, the anxiety room, the hoarding room, the you know what I'm saying? Like, oh wow, that's interesting. Oh, the bipolar room.
I don't know how you would emulate that, but
we got it. We got mental. We
figure it out,
have
but
mental experts.
we're knowing this down. 10/31, April 26, 2024. We thought of this idea.
Yep.
Unless it's already out there.
No, we thought of it. But man,
it's already out there. Yeah, I mean, so we're coming up on like an hour and a half right now.
yeah, it's time to give our closing thoughts. Let me just say one more time, like Medina, bro, I can't praise you enough. This was a really, really cool idea. I loved all the idioms, I loved that research you did and making the mini game out of it. I mean, I thought that was really, really cool, bro.
Thank you.
That's really dope.
I tried to cooked it up last minute, really.
Oh, you really chefed it up, man. You went ratatouille. Big, what is it? Got a bad bitch in Paris, big titties, big booty. Rats claiming they cooking in the kitchen. Homie, this ain't ratatouille. Man.
Unfortunately, a bar.
Unfortunately, a bar.
Wait, do you have a rap name?
Or a ghostwriter name?
Yeah, a ghostwriter name.
Nah, because I'm a ghostwriter. But if I had to pick it, it would be Dr. Juice. I don't know. Like Dr. Seuss, but J for Johnny, Dr. Juice. And I'd spell it like Juess.
Juess.
Like Seuss, but Juice.
Oh.
Damn. That based off your reaction, bro, I'm locking that in. That's gonna be at 10:33 p.m. Follow us on all the socials: Instagram, Brother Let's Talk Pod, Brother Let's Talk Pod on Instagram. That's our most active social media. Stay tuned for any updates. We got video coming next week for sure. We're gonna have our video. Yep,
we're locking it in.
We're locking it in for sure. Episode 6, we're gonna have our video up. So take a look at that on YouTube. Our YouTube is Brother Let's Talk Pod as well.
It's I think so, but if anything, so we also can upload it to Spotify too.
Oh, perfect. Well, then look.
I don't know. Does Apple do video too?
I want to say yes.
I don't use Apple Podcasts, so I mean, I don't really say podcast at all. It's Apple Podcasts. I don't know if you can do it on there.
I think you can. If it has Joe Rogan, I'm pretty sure you can probably do it.
Okay, but yeah, so I mean, but for the most part, it should be on the YouTube. If you want to check it out, or on Spotify, if you're listening on Spotify, just whip your phone out right now.
Yeah.
Or I mean, when the video's
not right now. I can't see anything.
I mean, we're gonna try it. This is gonna be a for sure like a gaming terms. It's gonna be like the beta run of like video. It might fuck up. Who knows? We'll figure it out.
We're gonna figure it out.
We'll try to get it going. Anyways, that was episode 5.
Episode 5. I love that. My favorite so far. I thought 420. I think every single week that we drop one, it gets better and better.
We're upping it.
We're
gonna keep it going. Episode 5. BLT.
All right.
Signing off.
Love y'all.
Catch y'all later.
Peace.